Hello, everybody, and welcome to the CCA League Division 1 playoffs. This is our pre-stream, so we have quite a bit of content for you all to sort of sift through here as we get prepared for our two semifinals and grand finals matches in Division 1. I am DRF, joined by Neptune, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a preview of these upcoming matches as well as talking with the teams. Neptune, I believe we actually already have our first team here ready to chat with us.
Yes, it is PSU Blue here. Does everyone want to introduce themselves really quickly?
Hi, I'm Snow. I'm a Slayer.
You're the Slayer, okay.
Hi, I'm Jay. I'm the midline.
I'm Kevin. I generally play backline.
I'm Kraken. I play Ink Brush and other weird things. And our fifth player you guys might see sometime tonight, hopefully, is Frontline Obscure.
All right, that's how I heard everyone speak. Let's start off with the first question here. How do you feel making it this far into Division 1 of CCA Season 3 here? I believe this is your first time back here since Season 1. Feel free to talk a little bit about that.
So I'll say that I guess it's nice, but I don't know. Just making top 4 isn't really enough, I should say.
Enough? Can you care to explain a little bit more, or one of your teammates can talk more about it if they have similar feelings?
Yeah, someone else can talk more about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to be back. It's been a long time. Had a lot of chaos and everything, but we're definitely glad to be back. We are fighting for that top. That's exactly what Snowy means. We want that championship.
You're hungry for the W. You're planning on taking the whole championship belt home. Is that am I getting that right?
Yeah, that's the goal.
That's the goal. All right. Well then, if you're planning on doing that tonight, right? What's the game plan? Do you have any keys to your victory or something you're watching for from your semifinals opponent?
Well, our game plan is going to be a little different since now that we have Kevin. He hasn't played for like about 4 to 5 weeks. So now that we have it's basically changed up most of our roles. So we all going to play a little bit more differently. And we're hoping that now that we have that key backline support, we're hoping we can take it and we can use it to make it all the way to the top.
All right, that's great to hear. But I also have a very interesting question for you, Jay Money in particular, right? I want to talk about your backstory here. You seem to have a very interesting journey getting to this point, and I'd be interested to hear how you made it up here into the varsity team of PSU and got here onto Division 1, fighting for the championships.
Well, I was before, way back when, I played since Splatoon 1. I played a little bit of Splatoon 2, then I took a long break just for many reasons. And then when I came here on campus, I was like, maybe I can try this out again. So at first it was a little bit of a long way to go to get back to where I was before, hence why I was on JV last semester. But now with a lot of practice and a lot of working with my teammates, it gave me the good opportunity to push up into varsity and potentially win it all my first year on varsity.
Wow, that's great to hear, Jay. Very inspirational, right? Being able to get all the way up to this point here.
Yeah.
Do your teammates want to comment on this story or want to add their own backstory real quick?
Tumbleweed gang.
Yeah, that was the joke of last season. If you remember from CCA Season 2, everyone between our Lionfish roster and our Blue roster were all on that one team, except for me. I was basically the only one and on the JV team, which didn't get to play at all. But I kind of used that as motivation. I was like, I was originally a frontline. I was originally a brush main. But we have someone else in this team who kind of does that better, so I had to change to a different role. And that's what leads me to dualies and Aerospray and sometimes E-Leader, potentially Explo. And Eddie. A lot of weapons.
Oh, that's awesome to hear, Jay. But did anyone else want to chip in there? Looks like Kraken Mayor wanted to say something.
Yeah, I will say big mistake there. We didn't have Jay coming in playing with us a little bit. I think that was probably our one big mistake we made as a group last semester. We appreciate him coming on. He's done a lot of work this semester, and he's been a great teammate thus far.
All right, that's great to hear. And it seems like Jay and you guys are piggybacking right off of Jay's backpack, if you ask me. But you know what? This is going to be an amazing games coming up here. But who is the scariest team that you are planning on facing here tonight? If you do plan on taking home the championship gold.
For me, it's gonna be Banana Split. So we
Banana Split.
haven't played them since entrance exam, where they demolished us, and it looks like they've gotten a lot better since then. So obviously Night Sharks is great, and UCSD is also really good. Like Banana Split's the team that I'm most worried about.
What about the Night Sharks? How do you feel about them?
So we played them this in regular season, and they 4-0'd us. But I honestly feel like if we are playing well, we can beat them. So there's a more known factor as opposed to Banana Split.
Yep. I think we have time for one more question right here before we wrap it all up. How do you manage your college workload while also playing Splatoon at this high of a level? Do you have any tips out there for other college students that are also in this league?
I feel like the main tip is to always focus like school first. Like if you have a good team surrounding you, like they're always willing to like move practices around. Like you got to understand that like college is like a very like unpredictable workload. Like some days you'll have like 5 to 6 hours worth of assignments. Other days you'll have like 30 minutes to an hour. So as long as like your team, like you work together with each other, like a lot of times, not a lot of times, but sometimes this season we have to move practices around just because people have more workloads than others. And I think it's just a matter of fact that like, just communicate with your team, like tell them like, oh, I'm going to be a lot more busy this day. Can we move practice to this day? And if everyone agrees, then it's just, yeah.
That's great to hear, Jay. Okay. Well, seems like we're running a little bit low on time. Is there any last one-liners that anyone wants to drop in here before they get ready for their games later today? No? Okay. Well then. Oh, wait, Kraken, go ahead.
I'll go for the cringe, but at the same time, truthful. Thank you all, staff. Appreciate you all running this event. We're all very thankful for this, and we are thankful for the opportunity to even have this event.
Yep, we'll
The
definitely
lovers
let all
return.
the other staff. We'll let all the other staff members know as well here. But thank you for your time here, PSU Blue, and good luck in your matches is coming up tonight.
So we will go ahead and Banana Split's actually right on deck for us, so we're gonna jump right into that call as well. So let's go ahead and go and join Banana Split. So we have Banana Split on the line now. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you all feeling tonight?
Feeling good. Feeling like we're gonna win.
Dude, I want to play Splatoon.
You guys want to play Splatoon? Okay, you know
Yeah.
what? But yeah, how does it feel making it this far in Division 1 of CCA Season 3? I believe this is your first time here.
Yeah, it's our first time. I don't know. How does everyone feel? I feel awesome.
Dude, I'm chilling.
You're chilling.
I'm chilling, dude.
I love-
I'm like
I love-
chilling.
I love the big chillin' energy over here, but yeah, is that all you're feeling? Really chill, relaxed? Not
Dude, I just
nervous or
finished-
anything?
Yeah.
I think I'm too preoccupied with school.
True. True.
Okay, you do school for it to feel pressured or nervous.
Yeah.
Okay, understandable here. But I want to also ask another question here about one of your players here. Abby, why are you so cool?
Wait, me? What'd I do?
Right, dude, well, you made an infamous call out, right?
From the infamous call out when we did the VC drop-ins.
Oh.
The one snippet that we got was, Abby, why are you so cool?
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was funny.
Wicked likes praising me, and I like positive energy, and it fuels me to do better and have fun.
Oh my goodness. I guess having positive energy and fun here is always great to have on the team here, right? And just complimenting your teammates for doing a good job, keeps the team morale up, understandably so.
For sure.
Right.
Sure.
But
I'm not gonna lie, my comms aren't the best. A lot of my, I'd say half of my comms are irrelevant information, but it keeps the positive energy up.
Any information's great information, as one teammate told me here. But
even if it's just Abby, you are cool. So.
Okay. Obviously, you made it here this far. Do you have a game plan tonight? And are there any keys to your victories or things you're gonna be watching for in your semifinals opponent coming up here? You are reversing PSU Blue, I believe.
Yeah, we faced PSU Blue in the past in the entrance exam. They did in the open in the group stages. They actually swept us 2-0. But when we faced them in bracket in the gold bracket, we managed to come out on top. I think because we started we were low-key not warmed up because it was like 9 a.m. for us, so we like just woke up. But I think it's a pretty healthy time right now, so I think we won't have any problems.
Yep,
Except
it is a
looking out for
beautiful.
Kraken, obviously.
Yep, it is a beautiful night for some Splatoon. I will agree with that. Does anyone else want to add some comments here?
It's hot. It's really hot outside.
It's actually really hot right now.
It's so hot. It heated up in California like so quickly.
I swear,
UC Davis is like. I literally went to visit the campus one summer. It was terrible. Just the heat.
Yeah, not in the summer.
I was dying. So I understand how quickly it can get to scorching temperatures on your campus.
I feel that as someone who's went to India during the summertime.
Oh yeah, that's something even worse.
I feel like it was freeze like entirely.
Hey, don't worry. I can melt like a little ice cream cone, but it's okay. You know what? I got another question, a follow-up question here. Of the teams remaining here in Division 1, who do you think is going to be the scariest to face off against?
Oh man, I feel like it's obvious. Everyone, the Night Sharks are just like always. They did with the whole season. They didn't drop a single game the whole season, right? It's like absurd. And then when we face them in the
according to my sources, that is true. They haven't dropped a single game.
All right, but hopefully we can change that a little. Make that single set that they've dropped.
Okay, you know what? I like the confidence here. Anyone else want to comment on some of the other teams here that you're going to be facing?
Who are Night Sharks playing against in the semifinals first?
They're playing
UCSG Esports Gold.
You know, I think we just root for UCSG Esports Gold to take off a game too.
That's so true. If UCSD,
the enemy of our enemy is our friend.
Exactly.
Love the mentality there, honestly. But another question I wanted to ask here is, obviously we're all college students here, and I wanted to ask, how do you manage your college workload while also playing Splatoon at this high of a level?
That's funny. That's really funny.
Ooh, that's a good question because it's pretty difficult. I'm not gonna lie.
Pretty difficult.
Yeah.
Is it something come down to organization or like planning, or is it something else?
Yeah, it's mostly just probably making good use of your time and kind of prioritizing everyone else's academics before we can practice. So I hope everyone's doing okay. I'm not too sure myself, but we're managing.
All right. Is there anything else anyone else wants to add to this comment?
I think we all kind of we would all like to practice more often. We'd all like to set more time aside to play Splatoon. Because I'm not gonna lie, like for me personally, like the only time I actually play is like maybe like a day before like an event happens, like warm up, or maybe a couple hours before, like this event. But I think all of us in general are really occupied with Splatoon, so we don't get to play as much as we would like to. But I think that goes for like pretty much every college student here, so it's sort of like an even playing field.
Completely understandable. Abby, did you want to say something?
Oh, yeah. College is really stressful for me, and Splatoon is like a complete getaway from that. And so, yeah, I'll dedicate as much time as I can to it. Although I have shaky internet, and it's been a real struggle to get online. But yeah, every time I can, it's just been so enjoyable.
Yep. We were fighting the internet here a little bit ago on our stream against the Division 6 finals, but hopefully the internet cooperates today and is nice to everyone here.
It'd be great.
But one more question right here. You're at the top of the CCA league and made this far in Division 1. What is some advice you can give to inspire other Splatoon players inside and outside the CCA league to improve?
To improve, honestly, just keep playing the game. Watch. Probably my best piece of advice is to find a top player who plays your weapon and just like watch their VODs, their scrims, everything.
Okay.
And that's a really good way to figure out what your game plan should be, how to take fights, etc. But everything else comes down to teamwork, playing with your team, spending as much time as you can.
Awesome. Does anyone else want to add anything else to that?
Yeah, I'd like to say every time you're playing, you shouldn't ever turn off your brain. You should always look for ways to improve and avoid mistakes that you've made.
Okay. Anyone else want to chip in here?
I think an important part is also like having team synergy, both inside the game and outside the game. Because like for us personally, I'm not sure about the other teams, but for us personally, we're a really tightly knit friend group outside of Splatoon, and I think our ability to just sort of like vibe together outside, you know, whether it be like on campus or, you know, like going out to eat, that kind of stuff, or in game, we always have this sort of synergy that helps us get along. So I think it's really important that all teams work on like their skills in game too, but also like just being able to have fun and like synergize outside the game.
Are you really telling me the power of friendship is?
Yep. You know it. You know it.
Okay. You know what? I like that answer a lot.
All right, before we wrap this one up, I need to know: is Wicket just like this, like 24/7? Like I feel like I just need like Wicket to be like my personal hype man.
Dude, he's actually called our Booyah coordinator.
Booyah coordinator.
If you ever notice in game, we always booyah at the same time, or we'll do some combination of booyah this way, booyah. You know, I don't know. It's stupid, but it works.
Anything for the team
it's not
morale.
stupid if it works. Yep, team morale is extremely important, especially when you're this high up, right?
Exactly.
But yeah, DRF, do we have any more time for more questions here? Or
I think we'll go ahead and let you all go because you have a match in just under 30 minutes. So get yourselves warmed up. We wish you luck. PSU, I think is looking forward to this rematch. So I guess this is officially a best of 3. You each won a set, and both are pretty hungry here. So from one University of California to another. I wish you all luck, but at the same time, Kraken is my teammate, so it's a little bit of a tug of war here. I love you both.
Fair enough.
I love you and all you guys. Good luck.
Thank you so much. I also love you.
All right, so that was both PSU Blue and Banana Split their interviews with both teams. That's going to be the first semifinals matchup that will be coming to you all at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern in just about 25 minutes. Neptune, I think that was a great chat with both teams. One thing I did find interesting was that Banana Split, first of all, they were just like, hey, we're scared of Night Sharks. Like, that's the team to watch out for. But PSU Blue was like, no, we're worried about Banana Split. Like, the Night Sharks, we'll worry about them later.
Yeah, it was a big difference in opinion there. If I were in PSU Blue's shoes right now, I'd probably be fearing Night Sharks here, like how Banana Split is. But PSU Blue having a lot of confidence tonight to be able to take home that gold medal, as they were talking about taking it all and taking down all these teams here in Division 1 here. But hey, it's all going to come down to those games coming out shortly tonight.
Oh, certainly. And Neptune, I think this, at least in my opinion, this is probably the most hype semifinals match that I had circled on my list, at least. Banana Split has been so dominant during the season, going 20-3 in individual games, just completely stomping through Group B. PSU Blue has had a fantastic season themselves, dropping a few games here and there, ultimately getting swept by the Night Sharks. So, at least, I think based on PSU's answer, I think they're just really focused on taking this one set at a time. They'll worry about the Night Sharks if they get there. They're gonna hope that UCSD can pave that way to Grand Finals and give them a more ideal matchup.
Yeah. The friend of my enemy, or sorry, the enemy of my friend is also a friend, right? Is that how the saying goes? I keep
It's along
messing
those
that up.
lines.
It's along those like something along the lines of that. But man, both these teams have some very impressive stats here. I'm looking over here at Kraken Mare's stats right now, and I saw they have an average 12.3 KA in a game. They are third in Division One here, with a 2.46 KD. That's first in Division One. Am I reading?
I believe so. Well, both of these teams have just such, key players. I mean, for PSU, it's going to be Kraken. J Money has put on a show as well, have such a fantastic journey, and is looking to be an all CCA team candidate. I'm certainly know that there's going to be a few votes going J Money's way, but on the side of Banana Split has really sort of become a fan favorite here as well. Between Wicket, Abby, Johnny, Noel, Suspicious Lemon, the whole team really, like everybody has something that you can just love about them, and I've seen just so many people get behind Banana Split. They've had one of the best stories that we've seen here in the CCA, really coming out of nowhere for entrance exam and finding their way into second place, now looking to punch their ticket to another grand finals, this time in the CCA League. A much more treacherous journey to get here across these 7 or so weeks.
Hey, we love to see a surprise special guest here, and I like to think of Banana Split as that surprise special guest. It's their first time making it here, and we're welcoming here with the open arms here, and looking forward to the show they're going to be putting on, and just kind of speaking to them and just like realizing their whole like group dynamic, right? They mentioned a lot about like hanging out outside of Splatoon and connecting that way, right? So I'm interested to see how far they'll be able to carry them through the season here, both in semifinals and finals here. It's got them this far, but let's see if it can push them to that very end here.
Certainly. Well, we do have 2 more Division 1 teams that we would love to talk to. So let's go ahead and dive into the VC of the front runner of today's show, the Night Sharks of the University of Central Florida. So let's go ahead and dive into the VC, and immediately we enter into chaos. Hello, Night Sharks.
Hello.
How are y'all doing?
Tonight?
We are very professional.
We're good.
True.
What about you guys?
Oh man, I mean, at least I'm doing all right. Definitely trying to just make sure production's running smoothly. So I'm a little bit nervous, but that's for an entirely different reason than what you guys may be feeling.
Oh man, I gotta ask you guys, how are you feeling about making it this far in Division 1 of CCA Season 3 here? Night Sharks, I believe this year you got here back to back. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're really happy to
interview.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
We're really happy to have made it here for the second season in a row. So we're excited to give getting to the #1 spot another shot.
Pretty excited.
Oh,
We're not taking second this time.
you're not taking second this time. That is energy I love to see. Okay, you know what? I love to see the confidence here. Anyone else want to add any comments related to this? I'll take that as a no here, but I have a question here. Just really quickly for one of your players here. Billy, are you here in VC? Just want to make sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were all CCA first team last year. What was your plan for going into the CCA, knowing you'd be one of the names that everyone was looking out for?
Flat.
Flat?
You know what? Let the game do the talking.
Let the game do the talking. You know what?
No brain. Just go in.
Just go in. You have that energy here that just like, oh, you'll worry about it later. You're just focused on playing the game right now, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. It's interesting to hear. Does anyone else want to add in like a little bit of their backstories getting to this point, or talk a little bit about their experience here in the CCA?
I do want to shout out Elixir, because he's the one who like basically made the UCS Splatoon group, and is pretty much the only reason we're all here. So that's our every single one of us. That's our backstory.
I agree. I
Elliptical.
agree. Also, I just want to
Like,
add, Army's really cute as well.
What the fuck? Shut up.
Like his charger like gives me hope in life. Honestly.
I hate it here. Get
And
me
then-
out of this team.
You know what? Hey,
Yeah,
I
these
like-
Honey Nut Cheerios are way too good. That's
you know what? The backline doesn't just support in game; they support you mentally as well, is what I'm hearing. Am I getting that right here?
yes.
No.
He drives us everywhere too. Kind of a
Yeah.
joke about that.
That is true.
For sure.
But yeah, I know we touched a little bit about this earlier on before, but just like, do you have a game plan tonight? Are there any keys to victories you're looking for, or things you're watching out for from your semifinals opponents?
Well, I actually got the suggestion from DRF himself asking us to do quad GooTuber, and so we actually like really consider that, and I think we might be going for that. Just
Quad YouTuber. Did I hear that right? Quad YouTuber? Dang. Okay.
That was my recommendation, given that they
Yeah,
are playing
yeah.
against UCSD Esports Gold. So, you know, I told Toast from a TO perspective, I wish you a good fair fight. From a UCSD coach perspective, please play Quad YouTuber.
Oh my god.
We love to see some friendly faces and storylines happen in here. But out of all the teams here remaining in Division 1 here, who do you think is the scariest that you're going to be able to face off tonight with?
Purdue. Oh,
Purdue.
tonight.
Whoa. Probably banana split. Just
Banana split.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Can someone explain more about this and why they feel that way?
Johnny is so good. That's why I love Johnny.
You love Johnny. Okay. Besides it being good, like what in particular are you afraid about Johnny doing?
He's an old comp player.
An old comp player. Okay. Anything else you want to add? Just the fact that he's an old comp player. That's the only reason.
I mean, it's a pretty cool name.
I just played with him for a long time in Splatoon 1, and or played against him rather. And I just know he's a really good player. He was a really good Carbon player in the first game. Now he's still continuing that trend of playing in Splatoon 3. So.
Oh, okay. Bruh. This chat is just full of chaos energy here, embodying the themes of Splatoon 3. But I have one more question here before we wrap it up tonight. You're college students, correct? How do you manage your college workload while also playing Splatoon at this high of a level?
Be a business major. That's my recommendation.
I don't.
You kind of just
No
get on the
life
game
outside
after.
of
I have not
Go
played
ahead,
since the
Omri.
beginning of this year.
outside of school and Splatoon.
Everyone's speaking out once here. It's kind of hard to discern. I think I heard just be a business major. Did I hear that correctly?
100%.
Yeah, that's what you heard.
Okay. Is there anyone else here want to like just clearly speak one at a time here and just tell me either what how they would answer that question one more time?
Just go ahead and put the minimal effort possible into your college life, and like still get A's, but you know, you have more time.
Do the bare minimum to get
Casually
A's.
get A's. Yeah,
Exactly.
casually get A's.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm just a freshman, but you know that's what I did.
No life outside
You know
of...
what? I can admire that. You still set the bar high, but you're trying to min-max this.
Min-max. Just maximize your grades as well as your Splatoon scores. You'd love to see it.
Oh yeah,
Maximize
get all
with the
F's.
minimal amount of effort.
Stats
Yeah,
player.
All right. Looks like that's all the questions we have for you tonight, as we do have another team to interview here. We have UCSD Esports Gold coming up here, DRF, is that correct?
Yes, we do. So let's go ahead and join them. Night Sharks, thank you so much for your time. We wish you the best of luck tonight.
No problem. Thank you, Arby's
Bye-bye.
cute.
What the fuck?
Hello, UCSD Esports Gold. Are you here with us?
Whoa! Hello!
Hello.
Hi.
How are you feeling tonight?
A little nervous.
A little nervous, okay. Any
Yeah.
other feelings out there? Just
A bit hopeful.
hopeful,
Hopeful.
hopeful describes it, okay, but also a little bit of nervousness here. But how do you feel making it this far in Division 1 of CCA Season 3 here? I believe that you've been here every single season, is if my sources here are correct.
Yeah, I think so. There are definitely some very close sets. I think which team was it? One of the sets like game 7 and we won by 1 point, and you know that might have tipped us into the finals. So like we were always hoping to get here, but it was definitely very close.
Certainly. And I believe that's the Springfield, Ohio set that you are referring to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an amazing set, by the way.
Very intense.
But hey, you made it here. You're in semifinals at the very least, and I assume you're holding out hope to get at the championship here, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so our primary goal right now is to make the Night Sharks no longer undefeated. We will win at least 1 game. That's
okay.
step
Make them bleed.
1.
I see.
Yeah, and then step 2 is maybe we can win the set and move on to the finals.
Okay, taking things one step at a time here, right? You're building up the pyramid, right? Start at the very bottom, and you build your way up here to the championship.
Exactly.
I see how it is. I see how it is here. But I got a question for one of your particular players here. CD Woomy, can I get your attention here?
Oh, yeah, that's
all right.
me.
Yeah, on a TC Hammerhead game, you dropped 30 KA on the Husky Splatsville Knights. How do you think you're gonna follow a performance like that?
That's a great question. So, yeah, I mean, for that game, we were working together really well, you know. The carbon roller, it doesn't find value just by itself. So that 30 KA, that's because I had Enda on the Tetras and he was distracting the other team, you know. And we had pain on the ground because of our support, and that really helps. So like that 30, that's not just like the carbon roller, that's like the whole team. So hopefully we're gonna do the same thing. It's all communication, teamwork, and then we can do stuff like that.
Okay, so wait, is that your game plan for tonight then? And is that like your key for victory here, just using communication and teamwork here?
I mean, that isn't it always?
Isn't it always? Yeah, it is a team-based game. It's not 4 people versus 4 people. It's 1 team versus 1 team. Right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
All right, but how do I say it? Is there anything in particular looking out for in your semifinals opponent, which are the Night Sharks? Anything that you're particularly keeping your eyes out for?
Yeah, there are a few things. We don't really want to reveal our weaknesses on stream. So, but there's a few comps that maybe we don't really want them to run. A few comps that we would prefer if they pick some weapons over others.
Okay, that's fair, but I like how you're keeping it vague here, and are the Night Sharks the scariest players that you're worried about right now, or is there someone else here in this Division 1 semifinals that you're worried about?
So we would be very scared of PSU, but we do have experience against them. We fought against Krakenmare a few times before, so we know kind of what the PSU strategy is. So I think past the Night Sharks, we're primarily concerned about UC Davis.
Okay, that's fair. UC Davis is definitely a really scary team.
Yeah.
But I got another question here, a little bit outside of Splatoon here, right? You're college students, right? So how do you manage your college workload while also playing Splatoon at this high of a level?
Oh man, yeah.
We don't. I don't think I
don't
even know how.
You know what? I appreciate the honesty, but do you have like any things in particular? Is there any like planning or organization that goes into this, or do you guys just play the game a lot when you have free time?
It just really helps to like have like a set practice time each week, so you can schedule everything around that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stuff
So
like that.
our plan, we do 1 scheduled practice a week, and then on the weekends we typically reserve for a scrim or like a tournament set.
Understandably so. That's great just to hear that you're doing it something that's very consistent, right? And being
Yeah.
able to have that consistency there while you're having various amounts of college workloads, whether it's just like a 30-minute assignment day or like perhaps you work on something for like 6 hours, right? That's great to hear that you have some type of plan to try and circumvent that, right? This time, this place, we're going to work together here as a team. But I think I have one more question left for you guys here. You're at the top of CCA League here, and I would like to hear if you can give some advice here to inspire other Splatoon players inside and outside of the CCA on how to improve. Does anyone want to chip in on this?
There really isn't any kind of like, you know,
secret
advice that you could give in 15 seconds that you could tell someone and they'll be like, oh yeah, okay, now I'm better at the game. You just you gotta play the game. You know, make sure you're having fun, I guess. Find people that are fun to play with in, you know, Anarchy Opens and League when it eventually arrives.
Okay. Anyone else want to chip in on this, or?
I mean,
I could take a no.
Like my experience with Splatoon 2, like playing by yourself and just like solo queue is definitely like completely different than in a team environment. So like if you want to get better at like any sort of like competitive Splatoon, like you definitely gotta form some sort of team and start playing in like tournaments and stuff.
All right, I like that one quite a lot here. Very different, going from solo play to something that's more coordinated, right? And how do I say it? Having VC, right? Having callouts to your teammates and being able to support their plays, right? Very different environment here, but we're running a little short on time and we need to get ready for the matches tonight. But UCSD Esports Gold, it's been a pleasure talking with you and getting to know you all. Yeah. And is there anything else you just want to quickly end on? Any one-liners?
Go Tritons.
Go Tritons. Okay, you know what? You heard it here first.
Go Tritons.
Go Tritons. Yeah.
There we go. All right. Well, thank you, UCSD, for chatting with us. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break here. The first semifinals matchup is coming up in just under 10 minutes. So be sure to stick around and we will get that going as soon as everyone is ready. Stay tuned. You will not want to miss this.